Hi guys, good afternoon. It is just gone midday here in London, 14th of September. Just a reminder, we are live on Wednesday for the FOMC rate decision, so please do subscribe to our YouTube channel for that. Just having a look at stocks on Friday's high, which is also the initial support point from Thursday as well. So quite a key level to keep a watch on. Really, you'd almost say bullish above, bearish below as we go into the US Open. Above there, while there is some resistance just a bit ahead, you really be focusing on that 3400, which has been a pretty key level. We did break through it. It did eventually get choppy, but then just a bit above there, you can see a very strong resistance level, which we've hit twice. To the downside, just keep an eye on that small gap open that we had, a bearish open. You'd be looking for that to come back into play. The low of Friday, you can see we sort of hit that point, didn't we, down here on the 9th, and just mark that up as an area of support. I'd almost let Monday play out, especially with the FOMC, but if we are to get an hour close above the high of the day, I'd expect price to push on. If we are to then maybe get back below, I think it's 33.50, then I'd imagine the pivot and that gap fill comes in. So we'll hold out. We'll see how the afternoon develops, but that's kind of how I'd be looking for the S&P to pan out. The Nasdaq is pretty similar in that it's been pushing on. It's not quite on Friday's high yet, and the Dow, you can see, is more similar to S&P as actually above the Friday high, but just about. The Euro, a decent sort of last hour or so. You can see we had the ECB full reversal, took less than a day, as we have seen before with the ECB meetings, that full reversal. I quite like the look of this sort of trend line from those lows. It's not perfect, but more of a bit of a guide as perhaps we go through the week. A breakdown of that could be where you start to see a bit of dollar strength come in. However, at the moment, like the S&P, we're on the high of Friday, and a break above that, then really you are saying, well, the next level could well be towards that ECB high. So keep a watch literally as we're trading now. I'd be interested to see where the next hour closes. As you can see, we're 20 minutes into this candle above there, and yeah, wouldn't be too surprised to see us push on. The roller coaster of the pound is continuing, although to be honest, at the moment it's looking a bit better than it did on Friday. We're currently now above that double top. You'd be looking at this area to hold as an area of support. But that said as well, you can see we're now just coming towards that low that we had on the 9th. So a big test here for cable. It's going to have to try and get back above that 129. If it does, I imagine there'll be quicker moves towards 129.24. But again, it's a big week for both the pound with the Bank of England, and also the flip side of the coin. You've also got the Fed on the Wednesday. Similar sort of trend lines like you're seeing in the euro. Breaks below those could be the key for us to push down. But a bit of risk on this morning, which is helping the pound push higher as well. Gold with a bit of dollar weakness, you could say, well, shouldn't that be going higher? Well, it seems to be more of a risk-on move, and that is why we're seeing gold just come lower a bit. Trend line from the highs, break of that could be worth keeping an eye on, especially as volume comes back into play, and then you'd be looking for the high of the day, Friday and Thursday's high. However, big area of support you can see being tested now, or almost now I should say. You can see these highs here, comes into the low from Friday as well, a break of 1945, and it wouldn't be too surprising to see a quicker move down towards sort of at least the S1 and S2 for today, where we also found some decent support going back here on the 8th and 9th of the month. Anyway guys, hope you all have a great trading week, and I'll catch up with you all later on.